Hey guys, I'm back. I'm very much alive, and I am very much in need of a haircut. So we're gonna pan away from my scruffy ass face here. It's been a hot minute. We got some mangoes to talk about. So we have the Promised Neverland volumes 9 through 11. I had 9 last time, but I didn't have it to show it off. I just mentioned it. We got the Goldie Pond arc here, otherwise known as the best shit ever. We got a nice, sexy new logo on the spine here. Love that. Also, this volume in particular has a fantastic cover. Really, really love the art in this series. Next up is volumes 5 and 6 of Dr. Stone, which I believe is the climax of the first part of the series. Dr. Stone's kind of split up into major parts. And it's some really good shit. These were the volumes that really made me fall in love with the series. Unfortunately, the anime's been kind of underwhelming me a bit because its animation isn't all that spectacular. But I still really love Dr. Stone, and I can't wait for more of it to come out in English. Oh yeah, loving it. My Hero High School, volumes 19 and 20. Volumes 19 and 20. This is the Culture Festival arc, a bit of a polarizing arc in the series. I personally find it a lot of fun, but I can definitely see why it was a bit underwhelming for some people, considering what happened in the manga beforehand. But it's still pretty cool, and honestly, isn't the cover for volume 20 like one of the sickest fucking things ever? It's very clearly an homage to Star Wars. I know Horikoshi is a huge fan. And it just looks awesome. It makes the volume seem way more epic than it actually is, but you know, who cares? It's cool. The villains of this arc are basically shitty YouTubers. It's kind of funny. Attack of the Titans, volume 27, volume 28. Oh shit. We're getting into the final stretch here, man. I don't know how many more Attack on Titan volumes I'll be showing off to you guys. It's kind of sad because it's been around for so long, but things are really picking up. I love this series so much. Just the past few years in the manga have been incredible. Really great volumes, and I really pity you if you read by the English volume, because this volume here has probably one of the nastiest cliffhangers I've ever seen. Fruits Basket, here we go. We got the third 2-in-1 here. Slowly but surely getting more of these. There's 12 of them. It's probably going to be a while before I have them all. But I really, really enjoy Fruits Basket. It's quickly become one of my favorite series. I'm enjoying the manga and also watching the anime along with it. I said before, this is one of the nicest releases by Yen Press that I've seen. The quality is really good. They're not too expensive. And this series just has it all. Like, it has a ton of lighthearted slice-of-life comedy stuff, but it has some really dark and tragic, mature storytelling. It's really, really great. If you're kind of tired of all these, you know, big, crazy action series everyone's always picking up, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. But, of course, there's nothing wrong with crazy action series. Here we have Blade of the Immortal Omnibus 9, meaning there's only one left, and I cannot wait. I've been collecting these for so long. Dark Horse and their fucking slow-ass release schedules, because I love what I read of this series so far, and I can't wait to finish it. We recently found out that Blade of the Immortal is getting a new complete anime adaptation, and then we even more recently found out that it's actually airing this October, which is kind of wild. I really hope it's good, because then I can sort of watch that along with the manga, and I'm just really looking forward to getting into the series again. Alright, those are all the updates to the series I already own, so of course it's intermission time. Got some cool new video games here. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. Now, I've never played the original game, so I didn't really know what to expect. And it's kind of amazing. See, I'm a huge Mario Kart fan. I've played the shit out of Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U and Switch. The problem is that I've played it so much that I've gotten so good at it that it's kind of boring now. But this right here, this is a real breath of fresh air. It's so much fun. It's very challenging compared to Mario Kart, which is awesome. And I'm just loving every minute of it, honestly. And as for Weeb games, we have Yakuza Kwami 2. This is a steelbook I got for a discounted price. Really, really nice. If you remember a while ago, I picked up Yakuza Kwami. I played through that game. It wasn't perfect, but I really had a good time with it. So then I went ahead and got Kwami 2. Probably should have played 0 first, but you know, I saw this here, I had to pick it up. And so far, it's just fantastic. Like, all of my complaints with Kwami 1 are pretty much gone now. It's just such a fun action brawler. Really, really funny stuff, but the story is also super engaging. Cannot recommend this series enough. It's really fantastic. And of course, the big one is Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Now, I had never really been huge into Fire Emblem. I'd played Sacred Stones and Awakening, and I like them both, but they never really, I was like, yeah, okay, it's pretty good. But this has cemented Fire Emblem as one of the all-time greats for me. The strategic combat is as fun as ever, very familiar if you've played Fire Emblem before. But everything else this game adds really pushes it over the top for me. Just, you know, walking around the school, talking to all your students, raising their motivation so you can teach them, train them in new skills, upgrade their class. It's so much fun. I cannot get enough of this game, and once I finish the Black Eagle storyline, I definitely plan to go back and replay it to do all the others. I gotta commend Nintendo for the restraint. They could have easily sold this as like 3 or 4 separate games, but I guess they realized that, you know, that would have been fucking stupid. Alright, next up we have a very popular manga series. We have A Song of Ice and Fire. The first 3 books, of course, Game of Thrones, Clash of Kings, and A Storm of Swords. What's the story behind these? Well, I'm sure a lot of people can relate. I was a huge fan of the Game of Thrones TV show. I loved it to pieces, even though it wasn't as good in the later seasons. But season 8 was such a steaming pile of shit that I'm like, okay, no, it's not ending like this. No fucking way. So I went out and I got these books. I'm almost done the first one, and I have to say, as someone who, like, hasn't read a novel since high school, I love it to death. Despite their kind of intimidating length, they're actually very easy to get into because the chapters are super short, so I usually just pick it up, read a couple chapters at a time. So well written, so engaging, and I can't wait to continue picking at these, and I hope to God that if George ever finishes those final books, they can serve as a really nice substitute to the garbage ending of the show. Here we have Scott Pilgrim and the annoying-ass glossy cover. Do that, go here. Yeah, that's good enough. So I was at the store the other day, and I saw these. I'm like, when the fuck did they come out with these? These are full-color 2-in-1s of Brian Lee O'Malley's Scott Pilgrim, which is a series that, honestly, if this were a manga, this would probably be #1 on my list. It's seriously, like, the best thing I've ever fucking... I love everything about this series. I love its art, its story, its characters, its humor. So when I saw that these were, like, brand new, they had just come out, and there was a box set for them, I'm like, ah, fuck it, I'm gonna get it. They also have all 6 volumes in hardcover, but they were always a bit too expensive for my taste, so I went with these. Probably not saving much money, but, you know, I wanted the new version of Scott Pilgrim, and here it is, and it's fucking awesome. I read through the whole thing. Love it. The quality's great. Spines are kind of sketchy, but everything else is pretty dope. I used to have these 6 black and white singles, but I gave those to a friend because I didn't really need them anymore now that I have these, so awesome. To the stars! Got Astro Lost in Space here. If you've seen my recent top 30 video, this was a bit of a surprise because I never mentioned it before, and then suddenly it's in my top 10 manga of all time. But this is, as the kids would say, some gas. I read this on the Shonen Jump app. I love it to pieces. I love everything about it. And it's only 5 volumes, so I really just had to get the whole thing. I will have a full series review coming for this very soon because I can't wait to share my in-depth thoughts with you. But just know I can't recommend it enough. And these volumes are also pretty good value. Look at this thick boy. Look at it. Wait, just know that what the fuck is that? It's worth mentioning the Viz has kind of been fucking up recently. Yeah, it's not that bad right here. I got a bit of a shitty logo change, but, you know, whatever. I'm seeing more and more people get, like, misaligned spines, and I even saw one picture of a guy who had a volume that was, like, a couple centimeters shorter than his others. I don't know what Viz has been on, but, like, they really got to get their shit together. Everyone loves their manga. We don't want some Dark Horse shit going on here. Why do they have 2 logo changes in the span of like 6 months? Why couldn't they just do it at once? Oh, Jesus. Alright, we're about to get really fucking spooky here. So if any of you are children, you know, you're pussies, you might want to click off this video. Here we have Shiver. Ooh. Tomie. Ooh. And Uzumaki.
Believe it!
These are 3 different works from Junji Ito. Now, I am a huge fan of horror. It's probably my favorite genre in fiction. So why the fuck do I have barely any horror manga? That's a good question. Realizing how silly I've been, I decided to finally get into Junji Ito stuff. But yeah, Uzumaki and Tomie are probably his most popular series, and I believe these are 3-in-1s here. Very, very high quality stuff. Got some nice, oh, that's some, yeah, I probably shouldn't be showing this stuff on camera. But yeah, really good stuff. We also have Shiver, which I believe is just a collection of his older short stories. Not as interesting as the main series, but It seems pretty cool. I'll definitely check these out. I've only read Uzumaki so far, but I really, really enjoyed it, so I can't wait to get into his other stuff. I know he has a few more manga out in English that I'd also like to get at some point. So there you have it. Those are all of the new manga I picked up since last time. I have to say, I really love these haul videos, how I space them out now, and then so every single time it's a big one. I used to do monthly hauls way back in the day, and man, it just got so boring. I don't know how people can do those. Every single month, it's like, oh, I got the new Black Clover, I got the new Boruto. I don't want to bore you guys saying the same shit every month. I want to be like, hey man, look at this, I got all the Game of Thrones, bet you didn't see that coming. That's my favorite manga. Anyway, as always, you can leave your recent pickups in the comments down below. Leave your thoughts on this video down below. If you want to see my manga collection updates early, you can follow me on Instagram, because that's where I usually post all my stuff as soon as I get it there. And with that, I will see you all in the next video, which will be an anniversary celebration for High Guardian Spice.
You hear the screeching of an owl, you